Recently on this channel, I've been on the mission to introduce you guys to more new fragrances and highlight the stuff that is underrepresented in the industry. Today we are covering 10 out of 10 fragrances. So these are fragrances I consider perfect in every manner possible for a fragrance that you don't hear about from each of these popular brands. We have about 8 different fragrances to cover today. Let's begin. Make sure you check out our brand, Atrium Fragrance, which is on a mission to promote creativity in the industry. By clicking the link in the description below, you gain access to a free sample as a first-time buyer, as well as exclusive written and video fragrance content by joining our newsletter. Enjoy. First of all, from the brand of Mancera, this is one I discovered when we did our massive buying guide bonanza of every single Mancera fragrance. This is going to be Oud Exclusif. This is a synthetic fragrance that has that extreme Mancera mass appeal. Mancera uses synthetic oud, this is why I think is in this fragrance, but they've done it to a really nice blend here. This is a very traditional spicy Middle Eastern rose and oud fragrance that can be used as a fantastic signature all year round apart from the summertime. This is an intense fragrance. This is like, what, 20 plus hours of longevity with a medium to loud projection. If you want beast mode mass appealing but still fairly unique rose and oud as a signature, this is a great scent that is an easy 10 out of 10 from Mancera that not a lot of people actually talk about. Apart from the Marley, I will include Pegasus Exclusif. When this fragrance first came out, it got some hype, but I think it's kind of died down a bit, the hype, and that's a shame. I would give this a 10 out of 10. Pegasus itself, the original, I hate, but Pegasus Exclusif calmed down that intense vanilla from the original fragrance, but it still has that character from the metallic almond that Pegasus is known for. Then they added a nice oud note in there that gives a character, and the guaiac wood as well, which gives a smoky, woody character also. So overall, Pegasus now became a lot more expensive smelling, a lot more versatile, more balanced, and a lot less headache-inducing. So they kept all the best parts of Pegasus, in my opinion. Still fantastic longevity, good medium projection, so 12 hours plus medium projection, and they've added just new interesting characters and facets to it. So it's an expensive fragrance, so I think it's worth it. I think it deserves a 10 out of 10. 32% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys want to see our channel grow, to really help us out, click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you. Dior Fahrenheit, not the original, but the Le Parfum. This gets some talk in the community, but I don't think a lot of people talk about it enough in general. Le Parfum is a really sexy evening scent for the cold weather. As a cold weather fragrance, is a 10 out of 10. Spicy, warm, leather, boozy notes in here. This is sort of like the higher quality Bentley for Men Intense is what I say. I feel like if you can choose between Bentley for Men Intense, Fahrenheit Le Parfum, or Bulgari's Man in Black, they all kind of have this mature, leather, boozy, spicy vibe going for them. Pick one, in my opinion. I don't think you need to own all 3, but this is a really sexy, smoothed out fragrance. It's like they took the original sharp leather green Fahrenheit and they just smoothed it out, made it a little more mass appealing, a lot more accessible. It's a very sexy evening scent overall. Terence Hughes Guapo. Again, when Aaron first released this, it's got some hype, but I feel like it's kind of died down a little bit recently. I want to bring it back into the scene. Guapo is a really easy to wear, but still high quality and niche smelling office fragrance, in my opinion. This is if you took Parfum de Marly's Percival and mixed it with something like Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. I think this was Aaron's first foray into really going into vetiver perfumery. This is a very easy vetiver fragrance. Bright, sharp, manly, apple, citruses, ambroxan, and vetiver. It's very clean, very easy to wear, very smooth. This is an attractive office fragrance. If you want to smell a little bit attractive at the workplace, I think Guapo is the fragrance for you. It has fantastic blends, very mass appealing, but at the same time, great longevity, at least 10 hours with a medium, probably soft to medium projection, I'd say. This is the kind of fragrance you're always happy to wear. You'll never be annoyed wearing this. It's just a very enjoyable, easy to love fragrance with niche sensibilities as well, which is really cool. It's a great balance that Aaron achieved here. It's probably one of his best fragrances easily. Acqua de Parma Sandalo. This takes the classical Cologne barbershop line DNA, the citrus, lavender, barbershop-esque shaving cream effect, and then mixes it with a really thick, really full of character sandalwood in here. It really matches the name. If you love sandalwood fragrances, which I do, this is one of the best to do it. It is mature, thick. Again, I'll keep emphasizing this, thick and a creamy sandalwood that's really projects medium projection with a 12-hour longevity. Fantastic, elegant, mature perfumery. Wear this to the office most of the year round apart from the summertime. If you love sandalwood, this is one of the best fragrances to try out, so make sure you do. Tom Ford's Fougère d'Argent. And this is a bit of a cheat entry because I only give the 10 out of 10 score to the old formulation. So if somehow you can get the older bottles of Fougère d'Argent, I think this one's from 2018, for example, then get it. The newer stuff is not as long lasting, it doesn't perform as well, and it doesn't smell anywhere near as nice, but it's not bad. It's not a terrible fragrance, but the older stuff is much better. To me, this is a for life, one of the best Fougères, best barbershop fragrances ever made. If you want like a traditional, clean barbershop scent brought into modern times, this is the fragrance to do it. It is my favorite Fougère of all time. Clean, thick, woody, but at the same time camphorous, gives that sort of organic, outdoorsy feel to the fragrance and makes it smell super clean and masculine. Creamy, has a nice tonka bean in here. It's just a very traditional, clean, shaving cream Fougère. If you want a clean, masculine signature, this is one of the best to do. This is a for life fragrance for me personally, and lasts 10 hours with a softer projection. If you find Fougère d'Argent a bit of a cheat in this entry, then you can replace it with Maison Kurkdjian's Masculin Pluriel. It doesn't get a lot of talk, but I think that's an easy 10 out of 10 in the brand. And MFK is a brand I don't like a lot of their stuff, but Masculin Pluriel, again, also now, maybe with Fougère d'Argent reformulated, maybe this is the #1 barbershop scent on the market, or one of the best at least. It is metallic, clean, simple, but modern barbershop perfumery. Very traditional, classical lavender used in here. Long lasting, 8 to 10 hours, very handsome, with a soft and medium projection. So again, a perfect signature to wear in the day or as an office scent. Chanel's original Egoiste. This is a fragrance that doesn't get talked a lot about in the brand of Chanel. It's not actually a fragrance to my personal style, but I still think it deserves a 10 out of 10. It has a fantastic blend of spicy, rose, and sandalwood. A very traditional fragrance. I think this came out in the 90s. I'm not sure, I can't remember the exact date it came out, but it smells a little bit old school, but I think it's a timeless classic. I think it still works to this day. It's definitely more of a mature scent. It's a daytime office fragrance for a mature, boss-like individual who should wear this in all the seasons apart from the summertime. So if you want really classical but excellent French traditional perfumery, do not sleep on Chanel's Egoiste. And finally, I'll mention Xerjoff's 40 knots. Yes, I know on this channel it gets a lot of talk. I don't let you guys ever forget 40 knots, but in general, it's a slept-on fragrance. Super affordable for what it is, extremely elegant, luxurious, amber, green, aquatic perfumery. It's a very unique take on the aquatic DNA. That makes it smell luxurious, a little bit powdery. Fantastic performance, medium to loud projection, with only 2 sprays and lasts over 12 hours. So for like £150, this is a steal. And this is why I always tell people to get this. It's super versatile, so you can wear this in any season. It works well in the summertime, in both the day and the evening, and it works in the wintertime as well. This is the epitome of versatility and a bargain as well. And that concludes this video, guys. Which fragrances would you give a 10 out of 10 that you feel not enough people talk about or know about? Do you agree or disagree with my choices that I've made here today? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous video on underrated fragrances. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.